Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Diego Velasquez.
And I'm Adriana Palomino.
And let's check in with the first look at the weather with Alcari.
Thank you so much, Diego. For our skies, we're seeing mostly sunny. Our temp is at 94, winds coming at you from the southwest at 6 miles per hour with 10 miles per hour of gusts. Humidity at 12%, dew point at 33, and barometer of 30.0. Taking a look at the first weather, for our high, we had a high of 94, an average of 85, a low of 63. And for our record temps, we had a high of 57 in 2015 and a low of 42 in 1973. And there's 0 chance of rain for tonight. And for yearly rain, we had 4.87. Back to the desk.
The city of Las Cruces has yet to issue the $6 million affordable housing bond. These funds will be used to help the plan, design, construct, acquire, and preserve affordable housing as the city looks to address a shortage of 5,600 affordable rental units. Affordable housing means that the household is paying no more than 30% of their gross income for rent or mortgage with utilities.
Another sign of times, inflation is hitting Girl Scout cookies. Price increase won't happen everywhere or be the same everywhere because local councils set their own prices. Classics like Thin Mints will now cost $6 in some areas. The new Raspberry Rallies are recent proof boxes can be worth a lot to buyers. They sold rapidly and then went on eBay for several times the initial rate.
Here's a new one to add to your Costco shopping list, a gold bar. The retailer is selling 1 ounce 24-karat golden bar for just under $2,000 each. They've been available on Costco's website come individually stamped with a unique serial number. A Costco executive says they are a hot item and they are selling within a couple of hours after being posted to the Costco website. Stay tuned, Alcari will be back with your national weather forecast. Welcome back, you're watching News 22 Thursday,
where news matters.
Sometimes the greatest of all time is an actual goat. The folks at Chicago O'Hare Airport might think so. They're thanking the herd of goats and sheep that help with the landscape. The airport contractors with vegetation solutions in Wisconsin for the seasonal project on property. Advocates said such animals are quieter and better for the environment than mowers. Plus, they seem to have a real taste for their work. The world is getting its first look at a new cheetah cubs at the Smithsonian National Zoo in Virginia. The first cubs born earlier this month can now be seen via live webcam on the National Zoo's website. This is the second little for the cubs' 8-year-old adult mother, Echo. Staff confirmed that 3 male cubs and 2 females survived the birth, and 6 cubs did not survive. The cubs may be out of view on the webcam at certain times, and Echo may move them out of the den and around her habitat. New Mexico is ranked as the 3rd least environmental friendly state in the U.S. This is according to the study published on Monday. The main cause is air pollution. In an attempt to limit air pollution emissions, the New Mexico Environment Department enacted new rules to increase requirements for leak detections and repair at oil and gas facilities in the remaining bases. And let's check the national weather.
Alcari, how does it look today?
Thanks, Diego. Before we take a look at our national maps, we're calling all stargazers. The last supermoon of the year will peak around 6 in the morning Eastern Time Friday. It'll be closer to Earth than usual and will seem bigger and brighter. This version is called the harvest moon, as a nod to the fall season. Other names include corn marker moon, moon of brown leaves, or autumn moon. The terms are different south of the equator since it is springtime there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the national map. So as you can see, it's getting a lot warmer, but it is going to get a lot cooler too because it's starting to fall. Phoenix 102 and Denver 87. Taking a look at my next map, Current storm systems, cold and warm fronts, and rain and snow areas from the west to the east. And taking a look at my last map, severe wind alerts and flood watches and warnings throughout Arizona, Texas, and New Mexico. That's all I have for your national forecast. I'll be back with your local temps after the back to the desk. Taking a look at your local temps, Farmington 84, Santa Fe 85, Gallup 82, Albuquerque 87, Socorro at 91, Ruidoso at 83, and Deming at 95. For tomorrow's temps, Farmington at 85, Santa Fe at 84, Gallup 82, Albuquerque 86, Socorro 89, and Deming at 92. Taking a look for Alamogordo, tonight we have a low of 62 and a high of 92 with chances of thunderstorms. To the consequences, tonight we have a low of 59 and a high of 92 and mostly sunny. Tonight for Silver City, a low of 57 and a high of 84. And last but not least, Las Cruces, tonight we have a low of 63 and a high of 93 with chance of thunderstorms. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Alcati. The New Mexico College of Engineering is getting some good attention. An associated dean is being recognized for his services to the Las Cruces Hispanic community.
Dr. Patricia Sullivan is one of 22 educators to receive the award. It is for her effort in extending STEM education accessibility to remote, rural, and tribal areas in New Mexico.
It's engaging with communities, with K through 12 students, with undergraduate students, finding opportunities in internships and co-ops, connecting them with industry, working a lot with state agencies, and really working with people all aspects of the spectrum.
Dr. Sullivan is one of 22 educators to receive the award. NMSU soccer is hot.
Yes, Ben, what do you have for us?
Thanks. NMSU soccer is on a 3-game winning streak, but they're going to be facing their biggest challenge of the season this weekend. You can toss that remote because News22 Sports is next.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
Welcome back. I'm Ben Schlittler, and let's talk sports. The NMSU women's soccer team is 3-0 in conference play and sits atop the CUSA standings. But this Saturday, they face their biggest challenge yet. They go on the road to take on the 11-0 Liberty Flames. NMSU is coming off 3 close wins in a row, most recently sneaking past Middle Tennessee thanks to a last-second goal by Brooke Schultz to win 4-3. Meanwhile, the Flames defense hasn't allowed a goal since September 3rd, and they're feeling confident after curb stomping Sam Houston State 6-0 in their last game. The top 2 teams in the conference will meet in Lynchburg this Saturday at 4. NMSU volleyball is also undefeated in CUSA play, and just like soccer, is heading on the road this weekend, this time heading to Ruston, Louisiana to take on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. NMSU is still riding high after 2 wins against Middle Tennessee State, especially their overtime win thriller in Game 2 that saw Bianca Perez ice it in overtime. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs have been kept firmly on the leash this year. They've lost 15 straight sets and are well below 500. Game 1 is September 29th at 5 p.m. on ESPN+. NMSU men's and women's cross country is gearing up for their 3rd meet this year, looking to keep the momentum from last meet's top half finishes, going to Tucson for the Dave Murray Invitational. Last time the men's came in 8th and the women's 6th out of 16. This time 9 teams, including UTEP, Arizona, and Arizona State, and more, will line up against the Aggies. The first event is the men's 8K, which kicks off tomorrow at 8 a.m. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action next week. Still ahead on News 22, Alkari will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast.
Now let's take a look at our 5-day forecast.
Thank you, Diego. Taking a look at the 5-day forecast, we're seeing mostly sunny with chances of thunderstorms throughout the weekend. Friday at 92 with a low of 64. Saturday, a high of 88 and a low of 61. And Monday, we have a high of 86 and a low of 58. Back to the desk.
And that's all for News 22 Thursdays. Thanks to everyone for joining us tonight. Tune in next week for more news. I'm Diego Velasquez.
And I'm Adriana Palomino. From the whole News 22 team, Diego, Alkira, Ben, and myself, good night.
This news brief en español is brought to you by Noticias 22, Spanish language news for southern New Mexico and West Texas. Noticias 22.
Muy buenas tardes, gracias por acompañarnos en Noticias 22. Mi nombre es Aira Sánchez y estas son las breves de hoy. En otras noticias, el pasado 22 de septiembre, la Policía Estatal de Nuevo México adjuntó la unidad de inteligencia sobre amenazas a la seguridad del Departamento Correccional de Nuevo México. Arrestaron a Jesús Mesa, de 46 años, residente de la área de Albuquerque. Este operativo fue llevado a cabo una orden de arresto pendiente en nombre de Mesa y un largo historial criminal. Mesa fue localizado en la parte este de Albuquerque, en lo cual fue detenido e ingresado en el Centro de Detención Metropolitano de la ciudad. La Facultad de Ingeniería de NMSU recibe mayor atención. Un decano asociado recibe un reconocimiento por sus servicios a la comunidad hispana de las Cruces. La doctora Patricia Sullivan es una de los 22 educadores que ha recibido este premio. Su esfuerzo en extender la accesibilidad de la educación STEM, ciencia, tecnología, ingeniería y matemáticas a áreas rurales y tribales alrededor de Nuevo México. Esto fue todo por mi parte. Gracias por estar con nosotros. No olviden seguirnos en nuestras redes sociales. Bonita noche.